Good morning, student. Architecture 110. Like I talked with you during not last week, on Thursday. I told you that I try my best to do one of presentation manual. That means draw by hand and to share with you about the projects. So if you're not familiar with computer, or you know a little bit about sketch, you can try this way. If you have some knowledge about design, I think this one is easy with you. However, because this last architecture 110 is introduction about design, architectural design and environmental, so that's why I'm not request you do a lot of things look like one student study with the major architecture. So that's why it depends on you. Try it the best. If you can do by hand manual drafting, you can do that. If you know how to do for AutoCAD or any kind from the software, a lot of free on internet like SketchUp, or floor plan, something like that on the internet. If you know any technology, any software it can support for your projects, you can do it. I'm not limited for that, so that's why you can do either by hand to drawing, manual drafting, or you do AutoCAD, you do Revit, you do some some software you can get free on internet. I'm not limited, so that's why you can use everything for your projects or presentation. So now this is the one way. Some students ask me about manual drafting, that by hand. If you know how to do, go ahead. So that's why this is just I try to share with you about how to draw by hand for these projects. First of all, you need to familiar with the scale. For example, you have architecture scale. You can see the scale has three faces. This is one, the other side, and the bottom one. So each of them they have one different scale, and they put the number for you. For example, 1/4, 1. The other one is 16, 3/16, 1.5, 3/8, something like that. Just the scale they use to convert from the real scale to that scale. For example, you see 1/4. That means from here to here is 1/4. But in this scale, you need to read it to 1 foot. They use 1/4 for the scale to share 1 foot in the real one. That means you can read this one in 1 foot, and after that you can look at this. From here to here, this is the wrong one. It should be number 1. So from here to here, 1 foot, 2 foot, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That means you see one equal space like this is equal. You need to read 1 foot. Even the real one is just quarter. So that means when they put a scale like this, they let you know that they convert already 1 foot, but just in equal with quarter. So if you read like this, you can you use this one like 1 foot, 2 foot, 3, 4, something like this. But they use quarter scale to do this one. For example, you see this one is 1. That means from here to here, it's equal with 1 real inches. But in the scale, when you measure that, you call this one 1 foot. 1 foot right here, when you start right here, 1 foot, 2 foot, 3 foot, 4 foot, something like that. Even the real if you dimension for this one, this is equal with 1 inches. That means the real one. So now, but some people didn't know about the scale in architecture or how they different. I need to let you know that 1 foot equal with 12 inches. And this one is that's when is you should remember if you learn from architect, or even you're not major in architect, but you should know that's 1 foot equal 12 inches. And the distance right here, if you look at this, it's a 1 inches, the real 1 inches. But when you use this scale to measure in architecture, they set up and they ask you to call the 1 foot. For example, from here to here, 1 foot, 2 foot, 3 foot, 3 feet, 4 feet, something like this. Okay, so the number right here, just the conversion number for you, make sure that they use what scale if you compare with the real scale. For example, you see this is 16. The count from here to here is 16. 316, that means from they narrow from 316 for each of them, the 316. So you know how much is it. They hold the scale. And each of them, when they divide us, they have the divider for you. So if you careful look at this, for example, right here, you see that they put 9630. That means it start from 0. If you call this in 1 foot, and you can see this one 0 inches, 1 inches, 2 inches, 3 inches, 4, 5, 6 inches, 7, 8, 9 inches, 10, 12, and 11 and 12. So that's why 1 foot equals 12 inches, and they have divider for you. On the top one, you can see same thing. For example, they put right here divider for you. And you look at this, they have the long line and the short one. Each of them is tell you, for example, 0 right here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 in the center, and 7, 8, 9, one more longer, and after that is a 10, 11, 12. So 1 foot equal 12 inches. And when they say 1 foot right here, that's just the quarter scale. It's just equal quarter outside. That means the real inches. This one, if they put 1, this one you call 1 foot in the scale. But this one is just equal 1 inches real. So that means if you see number right here, that means the number they want you to use. That's one when you sketch or when you draw in the paper. The outside bigger. They just convert for you can you can draw everything on the paper. So that's the main thing from the architecture scale. Sometimes you see the scale exactly like this, but they didn't have the number. For example, 1, 4, 1, 1, 2, 3, 36, something like this. They didn't have, but they have the even number. For example, you say 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, something like that. The even number, this is, they call that engineering scale, and just the scale used for engineer. So you cannot measure for architecture projects. Okay, so basically right now you just remember the scale. You need to know 2 of them. The first one is architectural scale, and the second one engineering scale. Architecture scale, you can see the number they divide. They mean they convert on there. They show you 1, 4, 1, 2, 3, 8, 3, 36, 1, 1.5, something like that. And on engineering scale, you can see same scale, but they put the number different, and of course the units are different. The unit they use a centimeter and millimeter. So that's why you look at the scale, you can see the even number 20, 10, 30, something like that. Okay, that's the scale. So now go back with the projects. Like I told you, we have 4 steps to do for the projects. The first one, you need to think in the topic. You can select randomly any topic you like. For example, you like to design one seafood restaurant, or you want to design 24 fitness, shopping center, barber shop, or you can say nail and spa, something like that. It depends on you. Which topic you feel interesting with, and you can start with that one. For example, right here, I just give you one example. One student asked me, so that's why I just do like this. On this one, he want to design one house, 2-story, and 4 bedrooms for total. Like basically like that. But this is example, so I use that idea to share with you by hand. That means I do everything by hand. So first of all, on bubble diagram, you need to think in how many space, living space, habitable space you can design on your house. So I separate that for first floor and second floor. So on the first floor, 2-car garage. If you need one more, you can create one more. But if you use 2-car garage or 3-car garage, no problem. That's your choice. So in this case, 2-car garage on the left and 1-car garage in the side, right side. 1-car garage in right side, and the port in the entrance maybe 40 square feet, and after that you go with the entrance. In the first level, you have the powder room. Remember, powder, we have the sink, the laboratory, we have the toilet, but we have no bathtub or shower. We call that the powder. After that, living, dining, kitchen, storage, or pantry. And after that, the stair. On the stair, they need to keep like this up to second level. And they have the space for you can walk in there, and this space in the second level, they can look down through the first floor. So basically the first floor we have like that. So now the second floor, after you have the stair, when this is the first one, we have second one, the stair for you can go through the first story. After that, we have bedroom around 1, 2, 3, 4 bedroom, and after that, each bedroom they have the bathroom and walk-in closet. It depends, or they have master bedroom with master bathroom, walk-in closet, and they have one more space they can use for the office, the library, the loft, plus, so you can use this one like that. And the stair, in the stair, they have the open space. The open, they have the rail. You can stay there to look down to the first level. So basically on bubble diagram, you finish. You're just thinking how many rooms you need to design for that projects and which one regard with and should have in the projects, and you put it there. Look like bubble because you circle each of them for one idea, and this one we call that the bubble diagram. First one you done. Google, from this one you develop to the floor plan. Okay, again I draw everything by hand. That's in manual drafting. I need the paper, I need pencil, I need the scale like I showed you before, architecture scale, and another scale used in architecture. So that's why I use that one and draw on we call that the clumsy paper. That's very thin paper like this. After I draw everything, I put on one 7-Eleven in the bottom, and I put the clumsy on the top one. So that's why you can see that is more focused, so you can see everything more clear. If I use this paper, easy when I draw, but if I want to share with another one, I need to put on the top from the white paper. So that's why you can see clear everything. So basically on the first floor, after I do bubble diagram, I thinking the shape from the house. So basically you can use rectangular, you can use triangle, you can circle, you can use a cylinder, you can use any kind from the shape to can describe for bubble diagram and transfer to the house on the floor plan. However, I recommend you try at the best to use a lot of square, rectangular, the cylinder or the curve, something like that. If you have more experience in design, you can thinking about that. But right now, temporary, I just use for square and rectangular for you easy to go the idea. So the first one car garage right here with the window right there. The second one right there for with the garage window. Go to the street, and you see that the port, that means where you can hire, you can make the house not boring. The port you can do like the curve on the arch on the soffit, and you can use the post on the corner. So make sure that the ports, either one is a little bit different with the other roof from the house or the part from the house. So that's why it make the house feel good looking when you go in, you go to the entrance from the house. So basically the port not too big, it's just like 40-60 square feet sometime, and it's go straight to the house. I forgot, this should be the door right here, should be the door, the curve like this. I forgot to do that. So this is the entrance, so we need to curve this one to make sure this is the entrance door. And a lot of people, they use like double door because they want the entrance to look like big in the house, bigger. So that's why they usually use double door right here. So this one is the door, so you can come in here, and the first one you have the door go to the one car garage. A lot of the young people, they like to use this one like the gym, exercise room, so they can work exercise right here, no problem. And in there you have the small powder. Remember, powder, we have toilet, we have the laboratory, but we don't have the bathtub or shower. So you call that usually used for the guests, and you don't take the shower over there. Okay, so now go to the hallway. You have on the right side, we have dining, you have living. And living, you look the dash line, the show for the awning, and I mean sorry, the soffit. You can use the art right here. This is the wall, this is the wall, and after that you connect between them by the art frame. The soffit, it depends on your design, and same thing with this side. Dining, you open for both sides, so easy for people from pantry, they can go to the dining, or from the kitchen they bring the food to the dining, so nothing shown here. You can design for the awning. Oh, sorry. You can design for the soffit right here, look like this one, for make the house a different. However, if you like to open like that, for the people feel it's so easy to get in and get out. So that's why you do like this. You can design for the soffit right here if you like. Okay. Next to that is the pantry, where you can save any equipment for the kitchen. Family room is the room for family, for all of the member in the family. You can select and you can design for media, nook. You can do the fireplace, and you can do the sliding door to get outside from the house. On the left side, after garage, you can see the laundry. Lots of design. They connect the garage with the laundry. And after that, we have option space. This is 2-car garage, but if you have one car, you can, the small one, you can go in here. Or you don't need to travel a lot. So you can use the space right here for the car, luxury car something. And you put it right there. And this is 2-car garage, but this is the option space. You can use for parking, or you can use for to do storage if you like. Okay, so in the kitchen, you see that the island's kitchen, and you have the cabinet, you have the stove, you have the sink and refrigerator, everything. It's look like this, and we call that the I design. You just go straight. It's nothing on L or something different. So that's why I did the island for the kitchen. And this is, they say, the nook. The nook is some space you can eat very fast and you go, or you can pick up the food and you go. You not stay long. So that's why I did just some table, and some people like eat very quick breakfast or something before they go to work or go to school. So you call that the nook. And of course, this one you need to look outside from the view. So we have the window right here, window right there. Storage. This one is you can use the storage, or you can use the parking, extra parking. And the garage, you don't need to design for the window if you don't like. Beside of the garage door, you don't need it. But family room, dining room, living, I suggest that we have window. This is unique window, and this one also a lot of window, for make sure that the natural light can come to the room. When you submit for the city, they will check how many window you have, and T, they call that Title 24. You need to fill out everything, how many opening you open for window and the door, something like that, and they will figure out the project's okay for Title 24 or not. If you open enough for the natural light coming to the room, and the Title 24 will pass, so you can bring it out. But if not, and you got a problem, you need to change your design before you submit for the city. So now that's the first floor. So now you look at this one, if you look careful, because this one just flimsy paper, no white paper under that, so it's hard to see. But basically this is the outside area. Beside of your house, you can go sliding door from the family, you can get out here. We have the child play area, we have the swimming pool, we have the basketball or some kind of support yard, and you have a shower for people can use that after you go swimming pool or the sport area. So basically on the back side you can design something more, but right now I'm not focused on that. I just share with you the floor plan, so that's why I just put the name for you know that you can design for the kid area, you can design for swimming pool, you can design for sport area, and after that you can design from open shower for the people after they work, they exercise, or they have swimming pool, they can use it. Okay, so basically this is luxury house, so you can design whatever you like. Now the second floor, After you go on the first floor, you look at this. I forgot to tell you. This is the stair, but under the stair, when you go up here, it's tall, it's high. When you walk right here, and you go up there, and this is the space under the stair. So a lot of people use this one, look like the storage, or somewhere you can put the clothes in there, shoe, something like that. So this is extra space under the stair. You see that the door right here, so it can put something here. When you come to the house, you go upstairs, and this is very high, so that's why you can create some storage under that. Okay, so now on the second one, this is the second level. So from here you can go down to the first floor. But basically this is the second level. So when you go from the first floor, you go up here. First floor you go like this and up right here. When you go right here, you can go to the master bedroom right here. It's so huge. The master bedroom is called 2 walk-in closet, one for men, one for woman. Woman is bigger because women have a lot of clothes, fashion clothes. So that's why the walk-in closet should be bigger. And this is a master bedroom. We need a lot of window for make sure they can look at the view outside. So now, in the master bedroom, you can create for the master bathroom, and you can design for toilet, sink, a bathtub, and walk-in closet for both sides. So this is the huge master bedroom. If you go with this side, you can go to another bedroom right here. This bedroom we have walk-in closet, and we have the bathroom. So this one look like the big room also for the bed number 2. Now if you go to this side, you have another bedroom right here, and the bedroom have the bathroom and the closets. Especially this bedroom, they can get out here. So this is just the surface, so they can get out here and they can look at the view outside. Okay, you can design this one for the door, and after that this one for the rail or the balcony. So it depends on your design. But this one I put right here for you have many options you can do. You can do this one just the sliding door, and you can get out to look at the view. And this is the rail. The second one, you don't want that, you want the wall. Do it the wall right here, and after that you don't need the door right here. You just do the soffit, or the art case, something like that. Okay, so depend on your design. One more time, if you design any bedroom, you need the egress window. The egress window, you can use sliding door, you can do the hung door, sliding window or hung window or something like that. However, you need to figure out, and you need to design for the open space minimum 20-24 for make sure that's egress window, the people in case they can get out. So bedroom, you need to remember this one. And if you go back here, you have one space. This one you can design for some kind of loft, the bonus room right here, because when you from the first floor you come on this side, and this one the room you can see first, and after that you can go with another one. The arrow right here so you go down. This is the second floor, so the arrow you go down. Okay, so basically this is the floor plan from first floor and second floor for this house. If you can draw by hand, and the wall right here, you look at the double line, the thickness is usually 6 inches. So if you go to the scale architecture, for example, you use this scale to draw on of the floor plan. You use half of them. From here to here is the 1 foot. Remember 1 foot equals 12 inches. So you use half of them, the long line right here and this one. You measure from that to that, from 0 to the long line right here. This equal to 6 inches because it's half from the foot. This is 1 foot. They put this one in wrong, but this one should be number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's the foot unit. This one they put it wrong now. Okay, so if you use, for example, you use this scale 3/8, And because the wall, like I show you double line and how thick from the wall, it should be 6 inches. So you need to draw half of them. From 0 to this line, we have 1 foot, that means 12 inches. You need to draw this line in the first line and this one in the second, half of them, that means 6 inches. Okay, so if you see the wall like this, double line, and the thickness from this one should be 6 inches if you want to draw. So now, second one, if you see the door like this, the door, the wide from the door, basically it's around 3 feet. For example, from here to here is 3 feet door. If you want to measure how long for the wall right here, from here to here, very easy. You can assume from here to here 3 feet, and you can count for that how big from that one. You can use the scale and you measure from here to here. After that, take that number to measure this one. Okay, so basically if you don't know everything about the technique how to draw on the floor plan, I will show you later one thing you can do on the projects. If you don't know how to draw by hand, one of your classmates, he will share with you about, he finished already, he submit for me the projects already. He will share with you how to do on not the CAD one, but it's on some software free in website. He will share with you about that. He told me that maybe this weekend he will send for me that one, and I post this on Happylife-truelife like this one, and you can look at this, for example. So either you use this one, draw by hand, or you can learn from him one of the technique how to draw by computer, and or if you learn about AutoCAD, Revit, SketchUp, everything. If you're thinking you're familiar with any way CAD one, you can use it. I'm not limited from that one. Okay. So that's the second step. The first one is bubble diagram. The second step is the floor plan. Now the third one is elevation. Elevation, that means you look the height from the building, and you can see everything with the height from that one. So now this one I'm sketch from floor plan. I'm sketch from this one. The basic how to draw that, you need to take 1 or 2 class on design. I taught this class for last semester. They call that architecture delineation, and that's one you can learn how to do 2 perspective, 1 perspective drawing, and after that many ways, shadow, or isometric, unisometric drawing, something like that. So you know how to draw this one. Basically from here, for example, I tell you very simple, from here I'm stay right there, I can see this side, and I also can see this side. And if the lead side is have 1 point perspective right there, and the other one is 1 point perspective, so this one is kind of 2 point perspective drawing. So if you know how to technique how to do that, you need to take the class, because it take 1 course, couple months for this one. So basically I draw by hand this one, and I do 2 point perspective to draw this one. The landscape outside easy to do. I also share with the student how to draw for the landscape, very basic one outside, when they learn from the class architecture delineation 112. So this one, if you know how to do it. If not, and just show the way how you can do it the best. You don't need to follow the way I'm doing. Okay, so basically I share with you the way on projects do by hand manual drafting for this one. And the 4th step is material. Material in this project, I select the title, roof, I select the glass window, I select the stucco outside from the house, redwood for the floor, and stone veneer, Colorado style, is outside from the wall in front of the house. So basically on material you can select 5 minimum for material you will use for the projects, and just show on there. Okay. If you know how to do the PowerPoint, this is one of the tools you can use for the PowerPoint. Basically, you can do on the PowerPoint if you like, and you can share everything on there like this. Okay, so now that's all of the step I share with you. Do by hand, do on draw by hand, and sketch and manual drafting. If you do from the computer, any software, I don't mind. I'm not limited, so you can use any software to support for your projects. And after that, keep the same. I need the 4 step: bubble diagram, floor plan, elevation, and material. Same thing. Look like I do by hand, and same thing with the AutoCAD one, or do some other software. I give you one example from the PowerPoint. This is exactly the same bubble diagram from the first floor I share with you by hand. This is by hand. So if you want to use PowerPoint, you can do like this. Same thing. And you can adjust the size from each of them. It depends you. On the PowerPoint, you can play with this one. It depends, and you can change the color if you like. But basically, I just let you know that you can do this one by PowerPoint if you like. You see that? So basically, on the first floor and the second floor, if you can use PowerPoint, you can create everything you like. Look like that. Exactly the same like I do on manual drafting. Okay, so you can do PowerPoint to share with other by your projects. That's all. So that's why one project 200 points. Just 4 steps: bubble diagram, floor plan, elevation, and material. So now, if for all of them you cannot do it, you cannot do sketch, you cannot draw by hand, you don't know how to use AutoCAD, and you very limit knowledge in design, so you can do everything. Split, select the topic, try to do bubble diagram, and after that you can search on Google for make sure which floor plan close with your idea, or elevation close with your idea. That means it's so similar with the topic, with your topic of course. And you can copy that and clip paste on the presentation PowerPoint. I really not push you need to do a lot of things in this class, because it's an introduction for architecture, so I don't want you push you do a lot of things in here. However, because the project's presentation is 200 points, it equals with 2 quiz, so that's why you need to spend time to do that. At least you have the topic, you have bubble diagram. The floor plan, I think every student can learn to do by hand. I don't think it's so hard. You cannot do it. For example, you do by hand. I think this one you can do not really hard, but you need to spend time. Like I give you, the wall is 6 in thickness and the door is 3 feet. So you can measure and you can do, design for yourself by hand. But the elevation, if you cannot do by yourself, you can go to search, and which one you can see that it's very similar with the floor plan you design, and you can copy that and paste it on your project's presentation. I recommend you to draw. I recommend you to do AutoCAD to support for your projects, but you cannot do everything like this. You can search and copy something on the search, and you paste it on your project. But of course, you need to spend time. If some people spend time to do that, of course they get higher grade. And if you just copy, search, and pay for me, of course, you cannot compare with the people. They spend a lot of time for their projects for fair. Okay? So that's it. If you have any question, one more time, you can ask me on Happylife-truelife, on email, Pronto, and my office out on Pronto is So my office hour on Pronto I will, on Tuesday and Thursday it start from 7:30 to 6:30 to 7:30. Maybe next week I will save half an hour for Architecture 110 and half an hour for Architecture 113 because I cannot go both sides at the same. I need to jump from this one to another one, so that's why I will do 6:30 to 7:30 for Architecture 113 and 7 to 7:30 for Architecture 110. And if I have more time for both of you, and I will give extra time after that. For example, last week I stay like almost midnight on pronto with both class, so that's why the main office hour is for Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, and I want to share 6:30 to 7 to Architecture 113, after 7 to 7:30 for Architecture 110, and after 7:30 as maybe for either Architecture 110 or Architect 113. If I see some people on the pronto, I will answer at that time. Okay, and on the weekend in the late night, maybe after 7, after 8, I usually look at this. If you have on the pronto, I try to save time with you for, ask any question for that. Okay, thank you so much for watching again. For this one, this is one of I will post on Happy Life True Life, and I post the name is Happy Life number 2. Remember last time I have Happy Life number 1. This is for ADU, and this is extra outside from the lecture, so I call that Happy Life number 2. And I will have more thing on Happy Life number 3 maybe for tomorrow about patios. So if you're interested with that, continue to watch, visit on Happy Life True Life. Thank you so much and see you next time. Any question, you can email me.